And guys, there we go. Game number 2, first departure versus Rex Rigum Creon there. A very strong performance by them. Like, I was actually surprised how strong they came along this game. Their pushing strategy, even though first departure made a couple attempts to counterban, like for example the Rasta, etc. But it absolutely worked out. And we see a similar pattern here again. The same bans as last game for Rex there. The Tinker coming out, the Nyx coming out, so we have no Nyx initiation, no Nyx scouting, and of course no March of the Machines, so question mark, another pushing strategy coming out here by RRQ.
I mean, it was really successful last time around, but first departure already banning out the Lycan as well as a bristleback ban, so probably another team specific ban right there. I mean, bristleback not usually seeing in the first phase of bans, definitely not. As RRQ, yeah, banned out the exact same bans as last time, I think. Maybe not the Nyx, but the Tinker was definitely there, like you said as well. And RRQ, we shall see if they want to pick up the Invoker for themselves this time, or maybe just go for something else entirely. But no, the safe Invoker pick.
Yeah, I actually like it. Like, if you can't ban it, you just pick it. So this time we see Rax picking up the Invoker, and as I said, I think last time the only thing that prevented like first departure even slithering in like even more of a, I don't know, more of a demise in those team fights, because we saw a couple fights where they lost 3 and then 2 got out, but I think the only reason for that was because the EMP actually took away the mana for another axe call, for example, or for another jump on the puck whatsoever. So the EMP did quite some work, prevented even more harm, but like in the end there was no point anyway, because RRQ, they succeeded with their pushing strategy, tower by tower, nice rotation. Roshan was baited out, they lost the fight there as well, first departure, and each and every time they had a successful team fight, they capitalized, got one tower down, they repeated that like 6-7 times, and then the game was over. Like, also a very nice GG call there. I think there was no point in even hanging on to that game.
Yeah, I do have to say I also really liked how RRQ built their lineup. It wasn't like all out push, like, oh, if we don't get the push we fail. They had a fighting lineup that also had extremely nice push. So always they got a few pickoffs, then got the towers, and worked out wonders for them. At first departure, the first 2 picks about to come out, the Batrider is in the pool, as is the Ancient Apparition, or maybe even the Visage could be possible for them.
Yep, definitely. Like, the Visage on Rax last game did quite some work. I mean, unfortunately we didn't see the Visage with the Arcanum Scepter, because by the time they pushed the tier 3 mid, he was 180 away, I think I said at that time. So like, even if they didn't GG out their first departure, like the Visage then with the Arcanum Scepter on the next push, like, I really liked how both teams actually channeled their stands, or chain stand pretty much one target. It was pretty nice to see Burrow Strike into Split Earth, into Stomp, into Double Edge, and on the other side we saw similar things. We saw Dream Coil into the Berserker's Call, and yep, very nice chaining of abilities there.
Yeah, they played pretty nicely, but in the end they just got overpowered. The Sand King was way too low level to make an impact. He was 24 minutes in, he was still level 8, so Epicenter just could not do enough, and I think that's enough about last game. As we see, Shadow Shaman as well as the Doom picked up there for first departure. The Shadow Shaman now some pushing power for their own, as well as the Doom just disabling one hero out of the fight, and Invoker is an excellent target for a Doom.
Yep. Definitely, I like it. A Doom is always nice, especially if Rex is planning on getting something like, I don't know, something with a very crucial initiation again. So the Doom, the question is, I mean, we saw the Doom in the last 2 weeks, we saw Doom played absolutely differently. We had like this, I don't know, semi-support Doom rushing a mech, not going for any initiation. We saw Doom with Dagger, and of course, and the third version was the Doom with the Shadow Blade. So far I think the Dagger Doom initiation worked out the best in the matchup we saw, but yeah, I like Doom in just generally, because you get 1 aura just by devouring a creep, and most likely you see an AC, maybe a Flats, maybe a mech coming out on the Doom on top, and then later he's even right clicking for quite a lot. So the Doom very versatile hero, and I like it just for the lockdown.
Yeah, the Doom can be so helpful, and even actually his level def can do a ton of damage, plus the Scorched Earth can also be quite annoying. And the one thing that is really nice about the Doom, I mean, usually people talk only just about his ultimate disabling one hero completely, but his ability to get farm, no matter how bad it's going for him, just with the Devour ability, it's so nice that you can always count on your Doom to at least have 1 or 2 items, well, almost no matter how bad it goes.
Yep, definitely. And we have a new set of
RRQ,
buns there. Look.
Wow, Morphling banned by first departure. I mean, RRQ maybe could have gone for it, but Timbersaw as well, and just don't want to deal with that annoying hero, I guess. They so far have a decent amount of lockdown already against the Timbersaw, just don't want to go up against it. Maybe purely because now Nature's Prophet is there. They don't want to just give Timbersaw extra trees for his abilities.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I just like to see that, like, in the DC Dota scene we have I don't know, so uncommon bans, like, because that Morphling was not on my chart at all. I didn't see him coming out for Rex there. On the other hand, I think Rex going for more common meta bans because the Slark is out, the Centaur Warrunner being picked up by first departure in the last game, now banned as well. And yeah, this way they get their axe again. So the axe worked out quite well last game. He couldn't quite prevail on the lane when he rotated against the Kling solo, but in later game he did quite nice work. Nice calls coming out. He never had really the mana for a dunk, or never really the timing for a dunk, because he was in a tornado, but still, like, once he pretty much tanked up there, that was already enough. And in the meantime, yeah, you already said something about the Nature's Prophet, but we have an AA coming out, so finally no ban on him, and that's interesting.
Yeah, it's really nice to see him, just to make sure, first of all, that nobody can heal if they get hit by the ultimate. And the Nature's Prophet can also TP in globally to provide some assistance. Usually I would like to see something like a Storm Spirit, which actually could still be picked up for first departure. But yeah, some other hero who could actually zip in or just get in from long range, or, well, maybe even not from long range, but just unnoticed, and make sure that the Ice Blast actually hits and get the pickoffs like that.
Yep.
But overall, even the Chilling Touch can help them a lot.
Well, the chilling touch, like, low level is pretty sick actually. And what I like the most about AA is always the ulti. Like, I emphasize this every single game, because if that AA gets farm over time, that ultimate hitting a couple heroes 17 seconds, we talk about 17 seconds, getting impact damage, getting the burn damage, the possibility of getting the shatter, and of course no healing in all that time. That is so sick in my opinion. Like, if you have an AA that aims very well with his ultimate and he gets the farm up, like later, the Aghanim Scepter, it is, I don't know, in my game sense, pretty overpowered, and every time it hurts to see a team fight just being cancelled because the AA ulti just hit you on like 3 or 4 players. But in the meantime, we have a Vengeful Spirit coming out.
Yeah, I mean, Vengeful Spirit is a pretty aggressive hero. Sure, his range isn't that great, even on the magic missile stun. But once he gets to level 6, he can aggressively swap people in, maybe for the axe to just catch, or rather maybe even swap the axe out to safety after he blinks in with a Berserker's Call. And my biggest worry for first departure is at the moment that RRQ might just obliterate them before they get anything like a high level Ice Blast and the Aghanim Scepter finished up on the AA. Because first departure, it's like they can fight early, it's not a bad lineup for that.
Yep.
But RRQ is just a little bit stronger, I feel like.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm just looking at first departure's lineup, and I don't see too much disable coming out. Of course, we have a Doom at some point, a Sprout, yes, we might have a slow, but the slow is not as significant on the AA because it mostly also doesn't get like leveled that early. We have the Shadow Shaman, of course, Shackles and Hags, Mass Serpent Wards for the pushing power. But if I look then on the other side, if we have a Quas Wax Invoker, we have a EMP in Tornado, a Cold Snap coming out, we have a Visage slow, like later we have Visage birds stunning as well. We have the Axe Call and a magic missile, and all of these abilities can be perfectly chained into a multi-second lockdown pretty much. So, and while I'm talking, we even have a more interesting pick coming. It's the Zeus.
Yeah, the Zeus, I mean, it's definitely not bad, giving them some extra global potential. Plus now, if they get hit by the Ice Blast, everybody will definitely get hit by the Thundergrad's Wrath as well. So that might bring them into the shattering range. So that combination is pretty decent. Plus the Ice Vortex by Ancient Apparition, it also decreases magic resistance. So Zeus's lightning bolts and well, all of his nukes with the Ice Vortex under somebody's feet, that is gonna hurt a lot.
Yep.
But then again, the Zeus himself is quite squishy as well.
And it's
RRQ,
an Omni Knight.
I love that pickup.
No, I don't know.
I mean, not overall, but just
No.
against the Zeus. I mean,
No,
Jax can freely jump in with the repel on him.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like Omni Knight, the hero and everything, but like in this lineup, I mean, the good thing I can see right now is, of course, you have a heal there, but you pick that against the AA, and you have the repel, which is pretty strong, simply for the reason that, yeah, well, you have a Zeus on the other side, a AA on the other side, so the repel is pretty interesting. But overall, I'm kind of missing the damage. Like, is this actually Quas Wax? That's the good question. Is this Quas Wax?
Yeah, I'm not sure actually. I mean, I think it's gonna be they don't have like superior lockdown to go for the Sunstrike. Sure, you can still go for some skill Sunstrikes, and
Yep.
but
Anyway.
yeah, I mean they really lack late game. Maybe they just feel like that they can run away with the game like last time, that they don't even need the late game. Of course, this time around they don't have the superior push either, so
Yep.
they really have to execute this quite finely.
And we go for a fast team introduction. We have the Omni Knight heading for the safe lane at the alone at the moment. It's Koala. We have the Vengeful Spirit coupled with the Visage at the moment running. This is RMD and Gehenna. In the mid standing, yeah, it's like X1, I guess. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, but yeah, he's gonna be the Invoker in mid, and the Axe is gonna head towards the offlane. This is NFR.
Yeah, and for the dire side, for first departure, Tetsuya, which I doubt is his real name, it's from an anime, so fuck that shit. And of course, Nature's Prophet, played by Chains, scripted up on the Shadow Shaman, Lobby playing the Ancient Apparition, and the stand-in Chu will play the mid lane as a Zeus.
Yep, and the wards are pretty interesting. We already saw a very early TP coming out by the Nature's Prophet, so he planted a sideboard here, so he has vision on the rotations coming into the offlane that will pretty much seal the deal. He will take the offlane, so no trees at the start, so let's hope he has still something to harass. Like, the other wards are kind of traditional wards. We have like the normal Dire ward coming out here for the rune vision, and on the other side, on the high ground, also giving vision on the runes. So, and the last but not least, this ward giving some nice vision for the mid, also a defensive ward against rotation. So I kind of like it, and it looks like, yeah, we have tri-lane versus tri-lane here again on the safe lane. But the question is, do they already rotate in mid?
Yeah, I'm not actually sure what the supports are doing, whether they want to go help out the X on the top lane or maybe grab the kill in mid. They sure have a Smoke of Deceit on the Vengeful Spirit, so they could easily get the first blood up on the Zeus. And yeah, they smoke up as well. This Invoker needs to hit level 2, get the Cold Snap ready.
Yep, and the Zeus being very vulnerable on low level there.
He is actually playing very reservedly, just staying so far back as possible, and that's the slow from the Grave Chill. There's the Cold Snap, Magic Missile as well. I think the right click should be enough to get the kill. Nature's Prophet heaping in, he might get the counter kill. The tower kills off the Vengeful Spirit, so Nature's Prophet hits level 2 thanks to that. Harassing Visage as well, but the Grave Chill comes out. No Cold Snap on cooldown, unfortunately. And
another 7 seconds and that Nature's Prophet would have been dead as well. But pretty nice TP in there, because he grabs the level and he gets like the kill on the Vengeful Spirit. I mean, it was the tower actually got it, so, but still, it's gold, it's XP, and it's definitely more than he would get on the offline at the moment, because he played so reserved here. I don't know why, because at the moment it's just Omni Knight, and what we didn't point out, it's a farming Omni Knight. So RRQ going for a new meta. I
I
love
mean,
it.
and I think putting him in a farming position was the only decent thing to do. He would just a low leveled, no farm Omni Knight, can't do anything, and Invoker actually has to be somewhat careful in the mid lane now. That arc lightning spam is hurting him.
Yep, it's definitely hurting him, even though
Oh,
it's
just the
just
regeneration rune though.
yeah, he's gonna be really happy about it. But like, look at all the funny quas balls around his head. Like, they have so much regen there. And now we see what I just mentioned. The Nature's Prophet picked up some level, and the Treants already started to harass the Omni out. And the Omni not having a stout shield whatsoever, he's fully relying on his heal coming there. But it's only
Yeah.
level 2, not even killing off the Treants.
He needs like fast arcane boots, maybe even a soul ring,
Yep,
just
Soul Ring, I
to
think.
get mana for the purification. And I'd really like to see a Orb of Venom pick up from the Nature's Prophet actually, just for some extra harass.
What I don't like at the moment is that the axe is actually not getting any decent farm. Oh, and I think
And he's gonna get caught as well. There's the shackles, the cold PT is about to proc as well. Even the Nature's Prophet TP's in, and that's the
Yeah,
kill. The chilling touch
very
extra
easy.
damage as well.
To be honest, I didn't quite understand why he went like for this camp here, because he had to expect that there was a ward here watching the rune and this camp, so he could have gone in their jungle or even in his own jungle to grab some XP, but this way he was just feeding a kill. Not very optimal, but at least he's getting some level now with the incoming creep wave here.
Yeah, he definitely needs the levels. I mean, he's not having anywhere close as a nice start as he did last game. And they really need him for an early Blink Dagger to get the initiations and just start snowballing this game. And so far it's not looking too bad for First Departure. They are in the lead with the kill score. Farm wise, the Doom is having a blast on the top lane as well, with the Devour and just being the top blast hitter anyway.
Yep. I actually
So-
like the farm coming out by the Doom. He will definitely be heavy this game, so this Doom is gonna have some right click pretty soon. Like, what aura did he pick up? I mean, at the moment, yeah, he picked the Unholy Aura up, so for some regeneration, but we're gonna see when he picks up the Wolf.
Oh,
And-
Zeus might be in
yeah.
trouble. He runs into two support heroes. The magic missile is there with the wave of terror. Sunstrike misses though, and the Grave Shield not enough. The Soul Assumption though, oh, still one right click was missing. Now Nation Prophet coming in, a double sprout. There's the level 3 lightning bolt. The Vengeful Spirit should take a fall. One more right click will finish the job. RMD though, getting the counter kill with the Soul Assumption, at least on the Nature's Prophet.
Yep. And I actually didn't quite understand the play by Vengeful. Before he died when he was on 10 HP.
Oh, actually now Shadow Shaman in some trouble. Koala coming in. Nice blocks by the Treants.
He has a
Finally the
haste ring.
slow comes out. Will the Ancients deny him? No,
No,
Omni Knight gets
very
the
nice.
kill.
Omni Knight waited there with the right click, but still, I didn't understand because I don't know. Gehenna popped a clarity right before he died. Was he thinking that was self? I don't know.
It might have been. I'm not too sure actually. Maybe he needed a few more mana to like get a sprout off or something.
No,
but
no,
they're
no.
just
Like the Vengeful
throwing away his
Spirit.
life.
I don't know. I think it was a misplay. He threw a clarity out of the window there, pretty much. And yeah, they go on Axe at the moment.
There was the Shackle Chilling Touch now as well. A nice stomp by the Doom. Eating a centaur beforehand, and even with the Omni Knight TPing in, it doesn't help too much. He does a decent amount of damage with the purification. Still has to back off as the Scorcher comes out, and
Yep.
Invoker is struggling quite hard in the mid lane. Even the Quas, it's not regening him up enough, and he's going for a Hand of Midas.
Yep.
So
I don't know.
carry Exort Invoker.
And to be honest, the Omni was pretty lucky there that the Doom had no mana, because he dinged level 6 right when the Axe got killed. So there could have been a Doom follow up on the Omni Knight, so pretty lucky for him there.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, he did a quite ballsy TP. Then again, if he would have made the TP in time, he could have saved the Axe as well. And now Axe at least farming up a double camp, what it looks like. Oh,
Yeah.
the Thunder God's Wrath though comes out. Invoker dropping really low, but survives in the end. And in 10 gold, will have his Hand of Midas as well.
Yep. I don't know, like the Invoker at the moment falling a bit back in farm simply for the reason he's rushing a Midas, so he can't really do anything against a spammy Zeus who is bottle crowing here, and yeah. He just gave his bottle away, so it's coming full up pretty soon, and if he even finds another rune or something, that Zeus actually, it works out better than I expected. when I saw it at the draft.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually, but he doesn't have that big of a lead. I mean, him surviving, I think, 2 ganks now. Oh, bottom lane, Vengeful dropping really low to Nature's Prophet ultimate, but yeah, the Zeus, I think he has survived 2 ganks, has been part of 2 kills now as well, and with that, I mean, he doesn't have too many last hits, but he has kept Invoker from farming freely at least, so the Zeus is definitely doing a pretty decent enough job.
Yep, and you saying that, in the meantime, tier 1 tower fell, so first departure definitely getting quite a gold lead. I think here we have to look at the graphs. The gold is, oh well, about 2,000 in favor for first departure here, and experience-wise, RRQ is actually better there. They are heading for a 2,000 XP lead. So at the moment, XP-wise, RRQ standing better, but first departure with the tower now definitely getting the gold lead, and they might even get the tier 2. At the moment, there's no one who wants to defend it, and at the same time, is this a tier 1 for a tier 2 trade?
It might be, because nobody's coming in to defend from RRQ, and this Doom just getting the extra farm from it.
Yeah.
But do you agree with his item pickup though? He's going for the mech.
Well, I think we talked many times about it already. I hate the mech on the Doom, especially if the Doom is the one who's farming that heavily, but then again, it's a 8-minute mech. As far as I know, yeah, he's done with that mech. So it's a very early mech, and the early mech gives you a lot of fighting potential because the heal is actually significant. It's like 30% healed up for each and every hero, since they're all still low in HP pool. But I don't know, overall I just don't like the pickup on the Doom, but that's just my personal. But talking even more about the towers, it's pretty interesting that Rex is like, okay, screw that, we're gonna feed them like 2 towers and we're not gonna defend whatsoever. It looked like they want to go for like a tower trade, but they just didn't have any pushing power there. So 2 towers down and they got nothing in return, not even a kill, a gank, any rotation or a tower trade. So I hope Rex knows what they're doing here, because it's pretty dangerous if you lose towers early in game.
Yeah, they definitely need the axe to pick up in the farm, get his blink dagger up, start for going for the initiations, get some pickoffs. And actually I somewhat like the exhort for the invoker now as well. Just getting those forge spirits will help just a little bit with the push, if not by a lot, because they're really lacking at it at the moment. They wanted to go on the tier 1 before on the bottom lane, but it's not even quarter way down, so
yep,
not really working out. And bottom lane, Shadow Shaman is chasing. They won't catch up though.
He casts Repel now. The Doom was smoked, so this is 100 gold going down the train there for the Doom. But still, I think they just want to rotate into the next tier 1. They can. They have a Doom. They have Rasta. Unfortunately, Rasta not being level 6 first, like right now. He needs.
But there's a smoke coming in by RRQ. The trees get cleared out. They do spot them out now. Medallion goes on the Vengeful. He gets hexed up. There's the level def as well. Only level 1 though. Already the Shaman is dead. Finally Doom comes out on the Omni Knight. But there's a Thunder God's Wrath. Sunstrike misses, axe going down, and the Doom just surviving. The mech not even used yet. They get a 3rd kill as well and barely qualify.
The Omni might even... No, 30 HP. The Omni surviving with 30 HP. Like, the Zeus ultimate plus the Doom actually doing quite some work. And I think, yeah, they have to go back. They can't even defend this. So this is another tier 1 going for first departure here. Like... Oh,
they want to go in, but it's Vengeful. He gets a magic missile on the Nature's Prophet. Zeus is chasing everybody. Omni Knight goes in with his ultimate. Still takes a ton of magic damage. Finally the Repel comes out. He might get the kill on Nature's Prophet. He does do so. Now chasing the Zeus. Magic missile is there. Sunstrike misses once again, but the Purification gets the kill anyway.
Yep. Omni, be a man here. That's really nice. And I like it because this is... Oh, AA ulti coming in.
Yeah, there's the Ice Blast. But no Thunder God's Wrath to follow it up.
No, it won't be enough. With Zeus ultimate it could actually work, but yeah, this won't be enough overall. But Invoker
Shadow Shaman mid lane. Yeah, actually Shaman solo killed the Invoker, very nicely done. I guess he got the ward trap and just disabled him after with the shackles.
Yep, I was just about to say it, like Invoker dropped the ice wall, but yeah, the Rasta actually got him into the Master Open Wards, a shackle following right after. So he went pretty low on that, but he got the Invoker first, he got the experience for it. So, yep.
And this
Rasta for
Invoker's like skill build choice, it's not really justifying itself for the time being. Like I think I haven't seen one Sunstrike hit, plus
No,
he
actually, in
just
the last fight, he hit someone with the Sunstrike, but before that, like, it was either... Yeah, it was just Clemson. But, oh, we see it go on bottom lane.
Oh yeah, they're going on. The Nature Prophet already dropping down. He used his ultimate, but Tetsuya on the Doom now also dropping. Culling Blade, no? Yeah, Culling Bladed up.
You were
And
asking,
now Axe gets
you
some
were asking
valuable
about
gold.
Sunstrike. There you saw
Yeah, finally. Of course, usually when casters say something, the players just prove them wrong, like 1 minute, maybe even less later.
it. Yep, and Axe now clearing up the following wave, and I think they just wanna get that tower finally. Like, Rex needs a couple towers. At the same time, also Invoker pushing mid, and I think no one is gonna come to defense here. So this is tower number 1. And the question is, do they get the bottom tier 1? I don't think so, because Zeus is already spamming.
Yeah, that damage. Oh, the Doom is TPing in as well. He has his ultimate. Will he Doom up the Wishes? No, he doesn't want to use it there. He wants to grab the Omni Knight. He's still giving chase. There's the Sprout. Nature Prophet came in from behind. Ice Blast. Misses everybody though. Thundercraft Draft comes out. Vengeful Spirit on the run. Doom is on the Omni Knight. Tetsuya giving chase. He does have Magic Sticks for the mana. Now, nice Magic Missile from the Vengeful. At least saving the
goes
Omni Knight
down.
for the time being.
It's not
Yeah,
enough.
the Omni Knight should be safe. Once again, dropping really low there, but surviving in the end.
Yeah,
but
but
first
it's really
departure,
nice.
that damage.
Yeah, first departure has so much damage, especially with the globals, and this fight was without AA hitting his ultimate. If the ultimate would have hit, that would have been a disaster for Rex. This way they actually got out the Omni Knight barely, but Doom is now setting his target on the Omnis, and I think it's the wisest choice, because the ultimate is doing quite some work, and his heals and the repel. If they disable that, then Rex's strategy is just not working out. So, yep, I like the Doom absolutely focusing on the Omni there.
Yeah, now there's the repel on the axe. He has the blink dagger, goes in, double man, Berserker's Call, Sunstrike to hit on the Doom as well. He gets stunned up afterwards. Omni Knight in the middle of everything goes down, so can't heal any further. His ultimate did go out, but Axe finally going down. The Doom still alive. 3 heroes down on the side of RRQ as Invoker chases down the Zeus, at least getting that kill. Has a Ghost Walk, I think, but they get the kill on the Doom as well for 2 for 1. Can they get more? Nature's Prophet is quite low. Ghost Walk is now down. There's the Sentry, and I think that's about it for the fight. Shadow Shaman is still giving chase. Nope, nothing comes out of it. So
Well,
a 3 for 2.
Yeah, and the tower. Look, they're blinking like
3
massively.
HP, my god. Huh.
And the
The
Vengeful
Visage
is
Spurs are
coming,
flying
but
in the Sunstrike.
oh, that would have would have killed the Rasta. 350.
I think he would have survived with 10 HP or so.
Yeah, that was really close, but yeah, unfortunately, it was just 1 hit needed for the tower. So another tower going down, and this was already like a very unlucky start for Rex there to go in, because the Mass Serpent Wards came out in the second the Axe jumped them. So I don't know. At the moment, they're not really lucky with the fights they pick, but at least they trade something forth and back. So the kill score kind of not representing how this goes at the moment, because I give first departure definitely the advantage here, but it's 11 and 13, so the game is definitely not over yet, and that's really nice. So the question is, do they get even more damage up now on that Doom? I think they need more damage up on that Doom. Master Open Ward's already doing the job, and of course the burst by Zeus.
This is a bait. RRQ want to go for it. The blink is there. Berserker's Call on 2. Sunstrike to follow as well. They get the kill on Zeus already. That's a huge source of damage, and they get the Doom as well, I think. One more right click. Yeah. They get it with the Soul Assumption. Excellent pick off there.
He tried to dunk.
Oh, they're going in again. Up on the Vengeful as well. Or the Shadow Shaman rather. Never mind. But
okay, 3 for 0. But did you see he tried to dunk the Doom, but he still had too much HP, because it's just level 1 Culling Blade. So, but as soon as that hits level 2, next time he will definitely get some dunks off there. And I like the combination. That's, I think, the core strategy they had. Like the Axe plinking in and getting a heal from the Omni Knight, which is quite some burst. And I mean, this time you saw it working out. He got 2 people in the call, and that's like... I actually have to look that up. How much damage is that exactly? That's 360 damage done by the Omni Knight. So yeah, I definitely like that. And Invoker now pushing the tier 1, baiting out Doom's TP there.
yeah, Doom actually he really wants to pick up his level 2 ultimate as well, I think. It does a pretty decent amount of extra damage with that.
Oh, and they
And
want
he's
to go
going
for
for a
more here.
BKB.
Look at this, like,
As
Axe is looking for something to jump on.
yeah, this axe has been really useful after getting the Blink Dagger. Sure, that fight at the tier 1 tower was quite a disaster for them still, but after that, just picking up 3 kills quite easily, and if they can snowball this, they still have a chance.
Oh,
But even when they snowball hard, I
the
think
Invoker being absolutely in trouble here.
he doesn't.
There it
Oh,
is.
actually, he gets doomed up, but he got the Shadow Blade up before. The tower also got destroyed by the Forge Spirits, and now will they go down in return? Shadow Blade coming out by the Nature Prophet. Axe goes in, misses the Berserker's call on the Zeus. Actually, Zeus still alive. Axe dropping down in return. Invoker, everybody's just so low, and they will all die. I think the Invoker
This is a
might be able to
disaster.
escape. The Visage alive for the time being, but Blink Dagger by Shadow Shaman. Tetsuya finds Swan, and
Ouch.
what? Visage got away
Yep,
actually.
Visage actually TP'd out there, but the Invoker for some reason didn't attempt even the TP. This is an absolute disaster. The only good thing is Doom actually died now with the Sunstrike. But yeah, I don't know. I actually know. I think it was the Forge Spirit who got the kill there, but yeah, still a 4 for 1. Absolutely disaster there for Rex.
There's just so much damage coming out for first departure. If the Nature Prophet also times his Wrath of Nature to the time of the fight, then that with the Zeus ultimate plus just Zeus spells, followed up of course even by the Ether Shock and whatnot, just
Yep.
so much global damage coming out. And Ancient Apparition, he already had the Aghanim Scepter for that fight. The ultimate is only level 1, but the duration is still 17 seconds already, so just so hard for RRQ to actually fight. And Axe missing the Berserker's call on the Zeus
Yep.
was what definitely lost them the fight.
Yep. I think what they didn't expect at all was the Shadow Shaman already having like a Blink Dagger. That Blink Dagger came really early, and it's the first time he's shown with this Blink Dagger. So, I mean, you saw it. He was like somewhere here in the tree region, up here, and then he was just blinking in, and that caught them absolutely by surprise. I mean, X started with a bad call there, so he jumped in, and right on top were the Mass Serpent wards, and then from there on everything went downhill. So Rex absolutely getting caught out there, kind of a bit baited, I think. They should have gone earlier, either on that Doom or just go out completely. I mean, they got, after all, the tower and 1 kill, but still, not really worth it. And
Yeah, and
they attack
Roshan
Roshan.
being done now. The wards deployed, they do have the minus armor coming from the medallion of the Nature's Prophet, but it was spotted out with the Sunstrike, and RRQ, they do have to contest this. I think they just cannot give it away. They should get the Nature's Prophet quite easily. There's the Invis on the axe. He will go in for the last second, really steal it. Yeah, he gets the Aegis of Immortal. The kill off the Nature's Prophet. The Ice Blast is hitting on 2, so Invoker actually has to back off already. Doom dropping quite low as well. The Forge Spirit is giving the minus armor, swap in, but there's the Thunder God's Wrath, and suddenly 5 heroes dead for RRQ. Aegis popped. He tries to blink away, gets hexed up. Is there a shackle as well? Yes, there is. And my god, what a disaster.
Oh my god, so let's summarize this fast. Axe Invisibility Rune snatches the Aegis, but then the what the fuck combo, the Wrath coming out, Nature's Prophet ulti bouncing between all heroes, like damage done to them before, 3 of them already hit by AA ulti, and nothing could prevent them all dropping, and even I think some fell to a shatter there. Like, unfortunately there's too much item spam coming out, but Jesus Christ, this will go, yep. First
Yeah,
departure
I
will
mean,
definitely get that tier 2 now done without anyone.
Zeus even had a veil of discord for that fight, so I think that's why when he popped his ultimate everybody just dropped.
Yep. Like, to be
Just-
honest, I think for Rex at the moment, where is the pipe? Someone needs to get a pipe here. I mean, Visage has now a mech done, but this mech won't really help if they all get hit by the AAOT. I mean, it's just, I think it was 3 people hit by the AAOT, and this, it hurts so much, and AA is now level 11, so the next time they fight, we're gonna see a level 2 ultimate coming out. This Ice Blast is just, yeah. I was saying it in the draft, and it's exactly happening, what I said. This combination, Nature's Prophet ultimate, Zeus ultimate, and the AA Ice Blast coming on top of that, that is just too much to handle for anything. I think the pipe is an inevitable choice they have to make.
Yeah, I mean, even the pipe at the moment, I mean, sure it would help a great deal, but I think that first departure, they're just so far ahead in this game at the moment. The graphs like aren't that big in the favor of first
Yeah,
departure, but
it's
still.
not even 5,000 XP lead for first departure.
Oh, and
now we
actually,
saw the
Vengeful Spirit,
combination,
Ice
yeah.
Blast was there. The Nature's Prophet bounce as well, barely getting it. I think he will
He'll
shatter
shatter.
just for the duration of it. Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
There we
The
go.
repel didn't come out in
That's
time.
exactly what we said in the draft. Like Zeus ultimate, giving vision on a target, the Ice Blast hitting, and since they have vision, they can even go for more, like the Nature's Prophet ulti. So nobody was there, they still get the kill, and I just love it.
Yeah, this is a pretty nasty thing to go up against, to be honest. Like once they hit level 6, you just can't really team fight anymore, it looks like. You just have to rely on pickups, but now they're also losing their last tier 2 tower up on the bottom lane. And they maybe can even go for the third. They do have the Serpent Wards up. The ultimate, well, there's still 40 seconds for the Zeus as well as 20 seconds for the Nature's Prophet. But once those come up, I think they can just kill RRQ and maybe get even the Rex.
Yep. I mean, the Mass Serpent Wards, they...
Oh, nice Berserker's Call on 2 heroes. He gets healed as well. Shadow Shaman gets blown up, but there's the BKB from the Doom. Koala is Ice Blasted as well as doomed up. Axe buys back as does the Shadow Shaman, so not going too bad for them so far, but Vigis drops down as well in the end to the Nature's Prophet right click. Oh god, Omni Knight also died. They're going on the Doom now, they will get the kill, but Vengeful Spirit is extremely low. There's the Thundergod's Wrath. It is available if he wants to use it. He would maybe kill the Vengeful, not sure actually. Now Berserker's Call up onto Ancient Apparition. Silence onto Shadow Shaman. Thundergod's Wrath gets a double kill, but he goes down for it as well.
Oh
4
God.
heroes down for first departure, and
That was a disaster for the Shadow Shaman. Did you see that? Like, he blinked in, wanted to pop the Serpent Wards. I mouse over him and he was already casting them, but instead the Axe doing a call at the same second. So Rasta buyback plus, I don't know, like getting caught out without casting anything. That was an absolute disaster there. The buybacks for our RRQ absolutely doing work there. They get the turnaround, and the buyback on first departure side just horribly going bad. And yeah, so it ends up being a 4-4 trade.
yeah, it wasn't that bad for RRQ. They will take any exchange that they can pretty much at the moment. But yeah, first departure, I mean, kind of sloppy play there, and like you said, the buybacks making that difference there.
Yep, definitely. And I think we have to look at the graphs again. We have 7,500 gold lead still for first departure, but with the last fight now, you guys see it here, like the graph is definitely going down. So I don't know, it's still looking bad for RRQ simply for the fact that like they have on first departure side such a sick combination, but RRQ with the buybacks saving at least the game, I guess another 5 to 10 minutes, and in that 5 to 10 minutes, if they get a good fight, the game might get turned around.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over yet for them, definitely. This Invoker has a pretty decent amount of farm, of course, having the Hand of Midas there. He is level 17, he is actually the highest level in the game, but now Zeus hit level 16, level 3 ultimate. He's building towards an Aghanim Scepter.
Yep.
Nature's Prophet is about to hit level 16 quite soon as well. He's working towards an Assault Cuirass for just some extra minus armor, maybe push power, or just tanking it up against the Axis.
Oh, and I think they want to
Berserker's
go
Call.
here.
Yeah,
But
the
I
Ice
saw
Blast
it.
was just used as well.
The Ice Blast actually scouted this one out. They were already blinking. So,
Yeah,
but
they know what's going on.
But I still don't understand two things. The first is the Shadow Plate on the Invoker so far didn't do anything good but just bringing stats. And the second thing is I think Axe is rushing again a Rune of Athos. Yeah, a Rod of Athos. There it actually comes. And I don't understand against who is this Athos Rod. I don't understand, because the pipe would do so much work at the moment, and the Rune of Athos, except for giving some HP and a bit mana pool, I just don't see the advantage having this in this game, especially the slow at the moment. It doesn't help anything, because they're not chasing, they're not kiting at the moment, they are just turtling it out and hoping with mass buybacks to get some sort of I don't know, counter initiation. So Rune of Athos question mark, horrible item choice in my opinion.
Yeah, the Roll of Eight really won't help them here. Like you said, they aren't chasing anybody, and even if they were, First Departure doesn't have those fast heroes. I mean, like of course Shadow Shaman can blink away, but the Athos doesn't really help there.
And they go for smoke. They might catch out the Rasta, maybe. But First Departure knows about this. They feel it, that something is coming. And yeah.
Yeah, and RRQ, I mean, if they would have fought at the moment, they wouldn't have had all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Vengeful
Rasta get caught out.
Oh yeah, Berserker's Call cancels the TP and Calling Blade into the face. Finally, he's really happy he can like, oh, I got my ultimate off.
Yeah, but he managed something. He managed to get this ward on top before he died. There's also a aggressive jungle ward here. So, I mean, even though they have to go back now without the Rasta, but at least they got a kill, so something for Rex.
Yeah, and now RRQ should be able to finally get that tier 1 tower on their own safe lane. The glyph even popped for that, just delaying some time for them as Nature's Prophet with a Mjolnir picked up. So I was wrong, no Assault Cuirass, Mjolnir instead. And he's just pushing it up.
And by the way, I like the choice simply for the reason that you can give that Mjolnir buff / debuff. And Radiant Courier just got killed, sniped by the Nature's Prophet here.
Yeah, nicely done. He's on the run now, but he has the Shadow Blade Sprout to TP out. But there's the swap coming with the Magic Missile. Koala is there as well. The Sunstrike and the Purification. But Doom now on the Omni Knight together with the Ice Blast. Ice Blast also hit the Vengeful Spirit. Doom is just manning it up. Thunder God's Wrath. There's the one kill. Can they get some extra damage on the Vengeful? Yes, they can. But the Urn of Shadows, of course, not effective. So that's a 2-for-1.
He uses the mag even though all 3 targets have been hit by the AAOT, so none of the mag potential is coming out there. That's why I said if this was a pipe instead of a mag, I think the Vengeful might be alive at the moment. But yeah, anyway, the only good thing is they pick up the gem, and I mean they lost the courier, but they got a dominating streak of the Nature's Prophet there. So I don't know. I wouldn't call it equal trade, but at least they got something. This could have turned out even worse. Like Nature's Prophet split pushing, getting the courier and getting away with it, and before then other people even getting caught out. So this way they got at least something for it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely better than nothing, and they just have to stop the split push, and it's just they're in such a bad situation. I mean, no matter how nicely they play, in the late game it will still be quite hard for them unless the Vengeful Spirit gets some carry items, because a Vengeful actually can do a ton of damage with the correct items.
Yeah.
Then again, First Departure, I mean, Nature's Prophet, a pretty decent carry as well in the late game, just for the right clicks. Has a Mjolnir, so attacks really fast, maybe a Desolator on top of that later. Actually, he's going for a BKB now, I think.
Yeah, no, I think we actually have to look into the items anyway, guys, because we see relatively new BKB coming out by the Doom. He already used it once, but even more interesting is this, guys. Aghanim Scepter is done on the Ancient Apparition, so we talk about 17 seconds, no heal. The Shatter, of course, possibly coming in, and of course the burn damage. And on top of that, Mr. Zeus just picked up Aghanim Scepter as well, so this is double ulti by like strengthened by the Aghanim Scepter. And of course on top of that we still have the Nature's Prophet ultimate, which comes up, and I think we're gonna see a third Aghanims pretty soon. Shadow Shaman is 1500 away from his Aghanim, so we're gonna see Mass Serpent wards doing even more damage. And to be fair, Rex can't handle this at the moment. Like, I'm pretty certain they can't handle that.
Yeah, they are actually tanky enough. Everybody of them has like around 1.4k HP at least. But when the Zeus ultimate alone takes up 640 of that HP, then it's pretty bad for them, especially if they get hit by the Veil of Discord, maybe stand on an Ice Vortex as well. Just decreased magic resistance and increased magic damage taken from the Veil. I mean, if they get the combination, First Departure will definitely win every single team fight before the BKBs come out, and currently only the BKB is on Omni Knight, so at least Omni Knight should be able to maybe survive and do something. The Sunstrike scouts out something and Roche still falls. At least the Shadow Shaman ultimate is on cooldown already.
But still, like, the first departure, very nice play. Nature's Prophet was pushing out exactly this lane downwards here. The Vengeful had to rotate to defend the base, and well, in the meantime they did just Roshan, and like 4 on 5 they couldn't initiate Rax there because Vengeful Spirit not being there. So very nice and easy Roshan for first departure, and I think now with the Aegis they can just push. Like, there's nothing stopping them, especially if the Mass Serpent wards come out. She is the Shadow Shaman still 1000 gold. He needs 1000 gold, and you see him already farming. You see that first departure wants to have this Aghanim Scepter on the Rasta. Once this Aghanim Scepter is coming out, I think we see a GG push. Like, the empowered Mass Serpent wards coming out, like the 2 other Aghanim's ultimate just being spammed. They have to go back to the fountain, and in the meantime they will just lose buildings. They will lose a set of racks. I see this coming.
Yeah, and Invoker went for a Lincoln Sphere. I can't say I into that pickup whatsoever. Either go for a Sheep Stick or maybe just go for that defensive BKB as well then. Because the BKB could definitely help them a lot, but the Lincoln Sphere, I mean, against Doom maybe, but they also have, I think even if the Zeus targets Invoker first with the Arc Lightning, even that will take care of the Lincolns already.
Yep.
So
definitely.
the Lincolns just, there's so many things to pop the Lincolns,
and it's
and
exactly
so
what
much
what I
magic
said,
damage
by the way,
coming
in the
out.
draft. There is no damage coming at this point. I mean, right now, first departure has like an abundance of magical damage coming, and on Rex's side, like RRQ's side, there is nothing coming against it. I mean, right now Axe picked up a casual cloak.
Oh,
like,
they might catch the Shadow Shaman. No, Invoker turns around and,
yeah.
I mean, just missed opportunity right there.
But I just don't understand, because the Rune of Athos did nothing this game so far. It also came very late. So why going for this like standard Axe pickup for him? Now Zeus using ultimate just to scout out where they all are. So now they know they're not in danger. They know there's 3 top, 2 bottom. But I don't know. The Rasta now 350 gold away from getting that Aghanim Scepter. And once that Aghanim is out, first departure is gonna finish this game. Pretty much. And as I said, there's no damage coming whatsoever. Not on the Axe, not on the Invoker.
But Invoker hits for a decent amount when he has 3 Exor pods. Oh, there's a swap on the Ancient Apparition. He goes down, he doesn't get the ultimate. Tornado misses, unfortunately. Invoker did just Lincoln Sphere the Doom, so never mind me. Vengeful Spirit did go down after all. Nature's Prophet now might fall as well. Yes, he does do so, but they kill off the Invoker nevertheless. A 2 for 2, so not too bad, but I think the Visits sheeped up. Veil of Discord as well, Lightning Bolt is there, Arc Lightning, just level death, and he finally goes down, or no, survives for a little while as double Berserker's Call by the Axe. He finally comes in, they might get, and there's the Dunk, extra movement speed coming out, they're going on the Doom now. Can they do it though? XFR dropping low, but Tetsuya slowed down by the Rod of Athos. There's another Culling Blade, he gets healed up by the Purification, and they back up, and I mean, 3 for 3 plus the Aegis, it's not that bad for RRQ, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's interesting that they kept fighting and everything. The only thing I didn't understand was the Invoker was already away, but like he somehow interrupted his Ghost Walk directly when the Nature's Prophet TP'd in. I think he could have waited a bit longer there and then backstabbing with still low HP. Now we see, was that a Zeus ultimate just coming out? Yeah.
Yeah, he
but
thought
he didn't
maybe
get anyone
he can
there.
catch someone.
No.
So that's on cooldown once again. I think it was on cooldown for the last fight as well because he used it for scouting purposes.
Yeah.
So excellent time for RRQ to pick a fight. If only the Axe as well as the Omni Knight had been there, like from the start, that could have gone like
the only
really
good thing,
well.
The only good thing I actually spotted out this fight is Rasta actually having now his Aghanim Scepter, because he got the initiation kill there on the Vengeful Spirit. Like he died under shackles and the kill gold went to his name. So Aghanim Scepter is done on Rasta, but they lost the Aegis, and I don't know. The fight really going I don't know in which way this fight was actually going, but in before first departure is throwing this game. Like, I don't know, they felt so secure, they just needed to push with the Aegis and the Rasta wards, but they don't want to go at the moment. I don't know, maybe they're not aware that they actually lead this game decently and everything. So, I don't know.
Speaking of the lead, the viewers would like to see a net worth
Yes, of course.
chart.
Net worth is coming.
And yeah, like, I mean, looking at the graphs as well now, the gold lead is still in the side of first departure around 7.5k, but the XP actually only on 2.5k at the moment.
Yep.
So 37 minutes in, I mean, I'm quite surprised RRQ have been able to just farm and keep up with the levels as well as they have. A lot has to do with the Invoker there, with the Midas of course, and just being level 20. So, I mean, the Invoker, even though that Lincoln Sphere, I didn't agree with it and I still don't, but at least they didn't know it was up yet, so Doom wasted his Doom in the last fight, which is also one of the reasons that RRQ had such a decent fight.
Yeah, but
And now the tornado misses, unfortunately. They still catch the Ancient Apparition with the silence, the force staff to get him to safety. Shadow Shaman blinking out as well, Vengeful Spirit swap wasted already. The TP out by Shadow Shaman stopped with the magic missile. They will get the kill, I think. The wards dropped by Shadow Shaman as well. There's the Thunder God's Wrath. Finally the ultimate from Omni Knight comes out. 2 heroes down for first departure. And
But
is this really a throw here?
Nature's Prophet is trying to rescue some of this throwing strategy because he was split pushing at the same time. But the funny thing about Nature's Prophet is he didn't went for Necro, so whenever he leaves the lane, like pushing directly, there's not much coming except for the Trine. So all he does is like what, 500 damage to the tower. That's pretty much it. So they lose 2 of their heavy magic sources. Oh, and they go for the Invoker.
Oh, Doom on the Invoker with heavy lightning bolt damage. Vengeful Spirit, I think, will go down as well. The Sprout did get force staffed out by the Omni. The Omni survives, and the Vengeful TP is out as well at the same time.
Yep. Pretty interesting. The Invoker actually is the only casualty there.
Yeah, that went... I mean, it could have gone horribly wrong for RRQ. Still, losing the Invoker, I mean, it's a big blow for them. Nevertheless, 60 seconds, he is on the death timer now. He does have buyback if it's really necessary, but he would really like to save it and get the Sheepstick soon, I think.
Yeah, but still, I still have the problem that, like, I was thinking, yes, we have a farming Omni Knight. This is gonna be, he's gonna be tanky as hell, and he's gonna actually deal some damage and stuff, but it's not coming.
Oh, long range swap on the Zeus. Will there be a stun as well? The magic missile not used yet, finally coming out. There's Koala chasing him and Axe as well with the BKBs, but Zeus still alive. There's just no damage coming out. That's the problem, like you've discussed so many times before.
Yep. I just don't see the damage coming out.
They need like superior something to get those kills. Invoker, I mean, he hits for around 300 when he's alive. Or at least when the Vengeance Aura is there, but usually they don't give him time enough to just right click. He can at best throw out all of his spells, but he can't even really do that without the Aghanim Scepter being there.
Yep. To be honest, like, I really wanted to see that, I don't know, the Omni Knight goes heavier into damage, because you just saw it, like, when Axe missed his Berserker's Call, with all the creeps around him and stuff, and he missed it on the Zeus, then, I don't know, there's no damage coming, because at the moment, like, his most damage source is the spins. Like, Omni Knight, okay, he got a bit right click, but still not much. Like, the Vengeful Spirit, also not going too heavy into damage, and at the moment, if you look at Nature's Prophet farm, he's transitioning into a heavy right click build. At some point he's gonna sell that medallion, I don't know, maybe going into crit, and crit Mjolnirs with that heavy attack speed. He's just gonna eat them all away. The only good thing is, they have the Omni Knight ultimate to counter the physical damage, but on the other hand, we have the AA OT, the Zeus, and the Nature's Prophet OT, plus the wards, plus like the other shock by Rasta. There's so much magical damage coming there as well. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, it sure feels like RRQ have to finish the fight within like 8 seconds. That's the most that their BKBs have at the moment on the Vengeful, the Axe, as well as the Omni Knight. And if they really can't finish the fight during the time they have their BKBs up, they really don't stand much of a chance, especially as the Doom is tanking up now quite a bit with the Shiva's card.
Yep.
Sitting on 32 armor. I think he might or should go for a Assault Courage now on top of that. And actually the Necro book coming out by the Nature's Prophet now.
Okay, so he actually doesn't go heavy right click, he goes for the Necro after all. Because, I mean, he was successfully split pushing all the time, but like without Necro he actually didn't get anything done on the towers overall because the rotations were too fast. So Necro's coming out, that's quite helpful actually, at least for the split pushing part. In the fights I don't think the Necro is now too significant. It's 41 minute in and they're looking for the Doom. Haste release
If
up.
they get hasted swap onto the Vengeful, but he blinked at the same time. How unfortunate.
Nice timing there. That was swap into blink on another position, so he was actually, if he swapped, then yeah, that was interesting. He could have opened with like a wave of terror to stop the blink from happening, but yeah, that required a lot of fast reaction there. So yeah, and they have to go back. The split pushes are coming by Nature's Prophet.
They can't actually. He's actually a pretty decent enough stopper of the push, as you can see. Berserker's Call used as well. All the creeps suddenly dead. But oh god, Visage gets caught in the Sprout. The Ice Blast hits him as well. He will go down. Yeah, the right click finishing him up. The Zeus actually gets the kill. The gem was dropped, but that's the only kill they got, and I think they will be fine for 65 seconds without him as well. The Familiar still alive, so can now just easily micro them without having to worry about his hero. So
yeah, but
not
you know
too
what's
bad.
interesting to see in this game? We are 43 minutes in. Like I'm talking about an advantage for first departure for I don't know 20 minutes or so, and they don't group up as 5 and just try it. Like all these small clashes, one team just sacrifices 1 or 2 heroes and they just fall back, and then the farming continues. So I don't know. Now they go for Roshan, and I think this Roshan is then like the starting.
Oh, there's the tornado actually hitting to no EMP to follow. Axe comes in. They want to get the Zeus once again, but there's no damage coming out. Silence on the Shadow Shaman. Finally, the ultimate comes out, but Doom is already on Invoker. The Invoker will take a fall rather soon. The Nature's Prophet is dropping quite low as well. Thunder God's Wrath finally flies out. 2 heroes dead. Vengeful Spirit to fall as well, I think, as is the Axe. And I think this is actually the end as well. They just can't afford to lose this fight. They're still alive somehow. Back. Oh, swap long range as well onto the Ancient Apparition. The Magic Missile is there. They will have enough damage. Invoker comes back with a nice... oh god, totally forgetting the name. Never mind that. They're still chasing the Doom. He used the BKB already. Will he get slowed down by anything? There is the Cold Snap as well. They're slowing him down with the Grave Shield. They do get the kill as well.
Yep, again. But Nature's Prophet split pushing. Bottom tower, almost down, and he tries to finish it. Cliff is not coming out. They don't use the Cliff. That's interesting. And the Omni can't scare him off.
But they are going for Roche now. They will get the Aegis and the Cheese. So next time they can fight a little bit better. And looks like first departure, I mean, aside from their magic damage nukes, they don't have too much either.
Rags for it. Look at this.
The Cliff finally gets popped. Will anybody come back for it at least? Omni Knight is there, but he can't really do anything. And yeah, the Invoker... Actually, yeah, the Invoker gets a kill on Shadow Shaman in the meantime. But the Rags do fall. Nature's Prophet, mission accomplished. He's running away with the Shadow Blade as well now. No detection.
But this is an interesting strategy. I mean, they are all on buybacks. They sacrifice a Roshan and the Rasta kill for a set of Rags. Hashtag worth it? I don't know.
Not... If they delay this game out, it will be quite annoying to go up against. Now another Thunder God's Wrath just to scout things out. So of course now H is on the Invoker. Cheese just got handed out to the Axe.
And this is not worth it. This is absolutely not worth it. Because they can't capitalize on anything. I mean, they're all on buyback now. I actually have to display the buybacks. Like, yeah, it's just not worth it. Like Axe used it, Invoker used it. Just the supports all around there still have the buybacks, but it's just not worth it. A set of racks for a Roshan and a Rasta kill, and you're not pushing right after. I don't know what's the game plan here.
They might catch Doom. There's the Berserker's Call with the Orchid, the Sunstrike to fall as well. Defending Blast is there into Magic Missile. He's so tanky, but falls in the end.
He used the BKB as well right before he died. So this is another second going down, and now
he doesn't have the buyback. This might be an opening for RRQ. Yeah, Visage has Boots of Travel. He can join the fight if he sends his own familiars there, but I think he is the one who has to stop the counter push by the Nature's Prophet, while the others just try to get something on their own.
I don't know if they can break high ground here. just free manning this. I don't think so. Oh,
Yeah.
Axe
Oh,
going
Berserker's
aggressive.
Call. No, he's getting hexed. Oh god,
And there's
such
a
a
very
bad time
nice
to pause.
pause.
Axe disconnected.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I think this
That's
is...
why he didn't get the Berserker's Call off.
Jesus Christ, I think this is not just disconnect from the game, this is also disconnect from his life points, because he jumps in here, is hexed up under the tier 4 towers. There might be an Ice Blast, there is definitely a Shackle already, like you don't see it on the screen yet, but the Shackle is already casted and you hear the sound, the buzzing sound, and the Zeus can just go full out on him. Like Veil of Discord will come up and he will get the heavy blows. Oh my god, worst case scenario. And the Nature's Prophet, look at this, he already TP'd mid, because the creeps will eventually enter maybe the base here, so backdoor protection will be off and he's doing some damage on the tier 2 tower. Plus he's also interrupting or creep skipping the next wave possibly, so they can't definitely break high ground here. This is a bad idea. They're one set of racks down for the sake of a Roshan. I don't know. This is such a messy game. I don't know. Like for more than 20 minutes, I'm talking about first departure, being in lead, having the advantage. The only thing they need is like one Roshan and then pushing S5. But I don't know. Rex, they keep. I don't know. They keep the game going, but I don't know where it leads because this push is doomed to fail. I don't know, maybe the Omni Knight gets in somehow with the Force Staff now and repels him, but the repel is already cast on, on the Invoker, so nothing they can do to save the Axe.
Yeah, so unfortunate for him. Even the Ice Blast just used, he gets the BKB off, a little bit of a waste, and I think the rest of the heroes for RRQ should have maybe just went for the maximum amount of tower damage. Now BKB by Koala as well, he can TP out, and yeah, that's what he will do.
So yeah, push interrupted.
Oh no! He stutter steps, he starts moving before the TP ends, he uses the repel now, but I don't think he can escape this. Nature's Prophet comes in as well. The Force Staff used by the Omni Knight pretty nicely. And Visage even TP'd in as well with the Boots of Travel. What are they doing? Why are they going in after the Axe died? He wants to get the kill on the AA, but there's the Hex. The Lightning Bolt's coming out. The Shackle actually cancelled because Shadow Shaman has to run away from the Familiars. Yule Scepter up on the Visage and he goes down as well as did the Omni Knight. And
what did
RRQ,
we just see? Hashtag throw.
This just counter throw.
Yeah, this was even a gem dropped. So I don't know why the Visage just TP'd in there. So the question is, does first departure like try to capitalize on this? Go for a push now? I think now or never. I mean, Nature's Prophet already pushing one lane in. 3 of them are down. The buybacks are up for. Yeah, Omni Knight could come back. Visage could come back. The Axe, no, he still has 2 minutes cooldown on his buyback. But I don't understand these plays. Like all the time they play so disciplined and everything, and now it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really weird to see. I mean, they're in such a bad spot at the moment. The tier 3 tower will fall, I think. Yeah, the Serpent Wards get deployed in the mid lane. They're going for the melee racks and no buybacks coming out. Of course, no point with 5 seconds left. And Invoker going down as well. The Aegis gets popped. He will definitely go down for a second time. The Shadow Shaman is there with the Insta Hex. Actually, Linken's was there, but the Shackle. Nice repel by the Omni Knight. He's still alive, getting swapped out as well. Vengeful Spirit sacrificing his life, but they can't kill anything in return. The BKB popped by Koala. Ice Blast to 5. Hits the Vengeful Spirit and barely catches Koala as well. Doom going in. They kill off the Omni Knight. Invoker is about to drop. He's running away. Still alive somehow. Berserker's Call on the Zeus. They get the kill on the Zeus. They're chasing for more. The slow up onto the Ancient Apparition by the Rod of Athos. The Familiars doing a decent amount of damage. 2 heroes down. Blink away by the Shadow Shaman. And can they get more?
Look at the mid.
Some.
Look at the mid. Nature's Prophet doing work. He finished off the range tracks. Now even doing damage on the tier 4. Like again, I have no idea just how they defended this last set of racks there, but and the Tornado is missing as well. So I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't want to pass anymore. I'm done.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they're fighting decent enough. But Nature's Prophet did split push down the mid racks, as well as of course the Shadow Shaman wards were deployed earlier already for it. And I really think with 2 sets of racks down, against the Nature's Prophet already, you can't really win unless you have like
No.
gyrocopters or phantom assassins or whatnot who deal just absurd amounts of damage.
With
And
two
as of
lanes,
course,
look at this. I mean, there's 2 lanes open. Like one tier 4 tower is already down. Wait, the second one is on 50% HP. Tier 3 bottom, well, looks quite healthy at the moment. Oh, we see a little engagement here, but no, they're all both backing off. But still, like Rex couldn't push the entire game for 50 minutes. We didn't see them even attempting a 5-hand push whatsoever. Just like some crazy plays coming out here and there. And with this 2 lanes down, they have no core whatsoever, nothing that actually deals damage except for the axe if he gets lucky spins. They just can't push out these lanes.
oh, Ice Blast top lane, Axe gets hit by it. There's the Nature's Prophet for the right clicks. BKB used with the TP by Axe. He should be safe, but BKB runs out. He is still frostbitten and yeah,
Ancient
bursts
apparition.
level 3 ultimate with the Scepter.
Yep, exactly what I said at the draft. Like once that scepter is up and he hits the stuff, it's just not funny anymore. And that means Axe is out. He has no buyback. This is 70 seconds and GG. Hashtag GG, please, because I
Yeah,
don't see how they can defend it with the Axe. The Axe pretty much...
Refresher Orb on Shadow Shaman as well.
Yeah, I don't know. The Serpent Ward's on the tier 4 and this is pretty much done. So Rex, but still, we saw them pushing out some stuff where we were surprised as well, so let's see how this goes.
And he goes double sets, actually one set of 4, he gets hexed as well as silenced. He will still survive thanks to the mech. The Orchid Burn finishes him up actually. The Omni Knight is safe for the time being, he is doomed up. They get the Shadow Shaman, or well, did before. Visage is about to drop now as well. They're just right clicking away. Vengeful Spirit with the BKB still has to back off. The tier 4 towers are down. The Ancient is about to fall. Invoker trying to kite them around, but not too much care is given by First Departure. And finally, they managed to take the game.
There's the GG. That was a very interesting game because I think we saw about 10 throws on each side, but First Departure having the lead already in early and mid game, like bringing it to late game, and RRQ's setup without a core that actually deals damage whatsoever. I think that was a mistake in drafting. They didn't expect this game to go 52 minutes, and we also saw a couple of questionable plays where they just gave away the potential of a counter push. Anyway guys, that's it. That was game 2. This broadcast was brought to you by HeflaTV. I'm HeflaMauk and with me is Coucher. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you heard, what you saw, press the follow button and see us soon. Our next cast is today at 19 CET. We are casting the D2 Row Spring Cup on this channel. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. See us soon.